But is it always performable, what he comes up with? Because I heard on the record there's some chopped up keys as well, or some process.
Yeah, no, it's not. With 4 people, it's not all performable, you know. I don't know if you know Steve Reich and Systems music, which is partly one of our influences, you might say. But when his music is performed, it's performed by more than 4 people, usually, I think it's fair to say, and personally speaking, better musicians than I am. When I watch them, I just think I couldn't do that. You know, it's just relentless, intricate melodies, and you know, it's striking a balance for us between the fact that it is impossible and yet we want to do that. We want to play it all live. So sometimes I've been expected to do things that are quite difficult and not managed it.
I think you're underselling yourself, Dan.
I hope so.
Yeah. I'll just step in and, you know, say, I mean, we always try and play as much as we possibly can. There's a lot of triggering of samples as well when we play live. And yeah, you end up playing 3 different things at once.
How do you do that? The mind wanders.
Kind of, you know.
I have played with my nose before,
Really?
actually, funnily enough, yeah. With my old band, it's not important, but sometimes if you need to trigger a third thing, it's the nose or
something else.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got a good nose.
I've got the nose for it. It's long and narrow, so it's quite accurate in that sense.
Is improvisation a big part of the constructing of your music?
At the beginning, I think it is. It's for me anyway, for the bits that I chop up. Yeah, they're kind of improvised, but we don't have any solos. So yeah, it's not a massive part of what we do. That's another thing I'd quite like to do more of, really. Just a bit more playing.
It has occurred, you know, on certain things but it's still within the confines of the samples in a way.
So once that's set, you're sort of bound to that print of.
I mean, if you've got enough different samples, then in a way it's just like playing any other instrument, but you're still within that sort of mindset.
I want to ask you, is there one lyric on this record that you really find special in a way?
Quite a few, actually. I mean,
can you name one that's really for you is special?
It depends how much I want to expose myself.
As much as possible.
Something that means a lot to me is in White Noise, repeat the line, "Forgive me for what I will not do," which has a personal connection at certain times when I've performed that. But I think the lyric that touches me most is in Once and For All. I should really be able to remember it. There's a funny TV program in England where they often quiz people on their lyrics to demonstrate that they're not real musicians, and that's how I feel right now.
Yeah, I can never remember any of them.
I need to be singing the song to be in the right place.
You can do that.
Yeah, but most of Once and For All, I would say, is to me matters. When I sing along, I try to really connect it.
Can you tell what is it about? What was the moment you tried to capture that in the lyrics?
Once and For All?
Yeah.
Weren't you going to stop saying what it was about?
Yeah, I tend to not say what things are definitely about, because I really like it when people make up their own minds, but generally speaking, it's kind of about the. I mean, a lot of the songs are kind of about memory and how the brain works and why you remember certain things and why you forget others, and that kind of seemed to sum up a lot of the album, because it was about that time when you realise you've forgotten. You know, I used to be really obsessed with remembering things when I was a kid. Didn't want to forget anything, so I used to write complex lists, almost like mantras, so I wouldn't remember anything, which of course didn't work. And then you get to a point in your life when you realise you've forgotten stuff that you thought you would never forget, and you tried really hard not to forget.
Was that a worrying thought?
Well, in one sense, because when you realise you've done that, then an extension of that is to say, well, this is really important to me now, but if I forget stuff, how do I know it's going to stay in my brain, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of, it is a worrying thought, but it's also leads you to a kind of liberation in a way of, you know, just, you can't hold on to things, I suppose.
Will you be able to tell maybe in 10, 15, 20 years from now, for each lyric you wrote, what was the, what fueled it? Or?
Yeah, maybe I'll have forgotten what the lyric was about. I'll have to watch this interview to remember.